And then pause in stillness for a moment. Eyes can be open or closed. Check in with yourself and just notice. And maybe there's some like neck movements, gazing side to side, or ear to shoulder on one or both sides. From here, blink the eyes open if they were closed, hands just resting softly on the legs. If it's more comfortable to sit up on something, then maybe sit up on something, a block or a blanket or a bolster. And wherever or however you're sitting, feel the sitting bones beneath you. Have a sense of the pelvis, and then the spine floating up from the pelvis. And then from here, similar to what we did in supine on the mat, you're going to gently take your pelvis forward, lift the heart, feel an opening of the front body here, maybe lifting the chin. Then rock the pelvis back, drop your chin towards your chest, lift the rib cage up on the back body. And we're just going to do a few of those. Rock the pelvis forward, lift the heart, feel that opening. And it might really be inside that you feel it more than at the surface. Then rock the pelvis back, lift the back of the rib cage, drop the chin, lift the back of the head even. One more. Opening front body, lifting heart, lifting chin. And then rocking pelvis back, lifting rib cage, lifting back of the head. Then come back to neutral. If you have your legs crossed like I do, then switch the cross of your legs. Again, feel the sitting bones here. And then here, take the arms out, palms facing forward. You could have a little bend in the elbow here. And just feel what this feels like. Notice where you sense the shoulder blades. And then you're going to, again, lift the heart. This time we're going to rotate the arms so that the thumbs point back and the pinkies kind of come forward and up. Then reach out through the arms. Then come back to neutral, rotate the arms back to neutral, and reverse. Lift the back of the rib cage, thumbs come forward, pinkies move back and up. Then reach through the arms. We're going to do two more of these, coming back to neutral, lifting the heart, taking the arms open, reaching the arms wide. Reverse. Lifting the rib cage, dropping the chin, reaching through the arms. Last one. Then coming back through neutral, take the arms up overhead. If you need to bend the elbows for the palms to touch, then do so. Palms touch, gently draw the hands down in front of the heart. Check back in with your sitting bones. Notice how you're feeling there. If your legs were crossed, go ahead and you can release your hands for a moment. Take the legs open. If you're sitting up on a block like I am, that might be a little much. If you're sitting on a bolster, same thing. You may need to support the knees. It should feel soft and easy. And open, they don't have to be super wide. Find your sitting bones again here. Feeling the spine lift up from there. And notice how in this position, your shoulders feel. Maybe they feel different. Mine do. Maybe they don't. Then from this place, take your rib cage, rotate it to one side. It doesn't matter which one. The back arm is just going to touch the floor behind you. And then slowly turn your gaze towards your back shoulder, finding a place where it's comfortable to pause and breathe. And come back through center. Pause for just a moment. Notice. Rib cage moves towards the other side. Back hand comes to rest on the floor. And then just take your gaze wherever it's comfortable. It might be a little movement. It might be a big movement. Then pausing to breathe, connect with ease. Then slowly come out of that rotation. Just notice. Whichever side was the first side that you rotated towards, take that leg and bend the knee, drawing your foot in. If you need some support for the knee, then feel free to take a block here. We are going to be leaning in that direction, so you may wait to decide about the support. So from here, you're going to, again, rotate your rib cage towards that side and then hinge forward from your hips, kind of moving the pelvis around the leg bone. Hands come to the mat, maybe they come to a block, and just kind of play with what is the sensation like, and does it feel safe? And can you be with it, maybe at an intensity of somewhere between 0 and 4, not above a 4? And what does the breath feel like in this shape? Then slowly walk your way back up, coming back to neutral, giving yourself a moment to notice. Sitting bones, spine floating up, shoulders resting on the back of the ribs. Then bend your other knee, drawing your foot in. Again, you may need support, you may not once we move in that direction. Then you're going to rotate the rib cage towards that bent leg, hinge at the hips so pelvis is kind of moving, reorienting around the leg bones. Hands come to the mat or to a block. And then find a place where the sensation is no more than a 4. It might be 0, that's fine. If you have hypermobility, I wouldn't chase sensation by any means. Just be here and breathe. And notice if it feels safe to be here breathing with sensation. Take 2 more breaths. And then slowly come back to neutral, legs wide. Again, wide might be different for each person. Then from here, you're going to roll the pelvis forward. Maybe hands come to a block, maybe to the floor. Gently draw your toes back towards you. And don't move beyond the pelvis. When the pelvis stops, just stay there, neutral spine. Then slowly walk back. From here, draw the feet in, hands come to support the knees. Gently press into the feet and notice the engagement that you feel. We're going to take a few breaths here in what in my body feels like efforting. So just notice for you. And again, if it does feel like efforting, can you find a softness around it, a way of being with it that is easeful and perhaps curious? And then release. Find just a comfortable seat, legs crossed, or you could be kneeling with your feet under you, however it feels good to be in your body. And we're going to do a little bit of breathing. You're welcome to come down onto the mat especially if you would like to take a proper Shavasana. I'm going to stay seated. So whether you're seated or lying down, connect with the breath, just feeling the movement of breath in and out. You may notice, even with gentle efforting, that there is an elevation of the heart rate. The muscles are demanding more oxygen, and to the extent that you notice the breath wanting to be deeper, celebrate your body's resilience and ability to meet its needs. That you get to participate in that. And if your eyes were still open, you're welcome to keep them open, but I invite you to soften your gaze or allow the eyes to close. And imagine that every cell of the body had nostrils. So every cell was breathing in and every cell was breathing out. Every cell breathing in, every cell breathing out. And just take a few breaths like this. Maybe noticing where this feels easy or where it feels a little more challenging. And if possible, using your awareness to shift, to pay more attention to the places where it feels challenging, perhaps. To invite energy to shift. A few more breaths, every single cell breathing in, every single cell breathing out. And then just let that go and be with the residue of the movement, of the breathing, giving yourself permission to be in this liminal space, this in-between space. We'll be here for a minute. Allow your breath to deepen. If your eyes were closed, gently blink them open. Open them a little wider than normal and orient to your space, to light and color and texture and beauty. And then start to move the body, fingers, toes, wrists, ankles, maybe moving the neck a little one way or the other. Taking bigger movements as you're ready, maybe a full body stretch. And then if you're lying down, stay lying down, that's fine. If you're seated, just stay where you are. Watch the movement and breath in and out. We'll take some final breaths together here. Inhale through the nose. Exhale through the nose. Again, breathing in through the nose, out through the nose. Last breath, deep inhale through the nose. This time, exhale out of the mouth. Namaste.